Hi, it's Lori, the armchair chef. It's that time again. It's Wednesday, and I didn't have my girls around here to remind me to pull my quick and easy project because they're off on a fabric. What am I thinking? A cruise that the yarning community got together to go on. Now, I like to go do vacations and I wanted to go, but I can't plan that far ahead. I started to go and then things came up and I had to cancel it. And yeah, I wouldn't have been able to go had I paid for it. So that would have been a big problem. So yeah, I'm just going to have to plan things that are closer to um, where it's time to go because I can't plan that far out. So I am looking forward to seeing the pictures, the videos. I haven't seen anything up yet. So maybe the Wi Fi is really bad on the ship. The person who probably that I know that would put something up would be Robin from Roaming with Rover. And I haven't seen her put anything up. And so we shall see. I'm sure there's going to be some stuff going up pretty soon. I can't wait because, I see everybody else. I watch all the cruise channels, and the people talk about stuff that's going on. So I get to see stuff. So what I'm doing today is I am promoting my quick and easy project that I have going this year. What that is I have a playlist of about over 400 items on it that I have added as I peruse the internet and YouTube, crocheted items because I do crochet, so I do only save crochet items that they claim to be quick and easy. That doesn't mean they are. Now, some things will be quick because it uses fat yarn, and some of you don't use fat yarn, and some of you don't play in my game anyway, so I guess it's okay. But for those of you that do like to play in the game, if you want to make something a little different than how the creator has decided they've put up their tutorial, you can go for it. If your project is based on their item, like I made a bag, well, I didn't make the bag that big. I made it smaller and ended up I could use it as a hat. So there you go. And I made I made it in like a Christmas yarn. So I thought, well, that would be nice because I could make it. If I decide to turn it over and make a hat, I can hang bells on it. I think that would be fun. um, there's lots of things that are quick and easy on the list. Scrunchies, there's coasters, there's blankets, but it's mainly for the stitches. Um, you could learn a new stitch by checking out some of these projects. You could find out about a new creator you didn't know about. There's some really cool people on the list. Last week, I decided to choose the projects because I was celebrating Animal Month for Lori Stories and Crochet and So Magical Michelle. So I created a little playlist, and it is on my quick and easy project list of animal projects that you can make that you could also submit to their game for April. You would send those pictures to Michelle, and I'll have that information below. And if you want to go back to any of my projects and make them, feel free to do that because I'm just putting up I'll be putting up a video with your projects in it. And sometimes you can use the same project into another crochet along, like whatever the things we're making Thursday is of the month, or a butterfly color, or a movie poster picture color. Um, if it happens to be the creator. Last week, I picked a project from Nastasia, and Nastasia is also the creator of the month for April and May in Crafting Kitties Creator of the Month Spotlight. So you could make her project, which is an animal item, and submit it to Erin at Crafting Kitty. And I really do want to do that because you know what? If you go back and look at it, it says it's an eyeglass holder that looks like a little animal. But if you make this a little longer, you could put your crochet hooks in there, especially the round ones, and they won't fall off and break when they land on the floor. Yeah, just saying. The resin hooks, if you drop them, people have broken them. You could put them in there, and it's very cute. You can put your stitch markers in there, have it sitting right next to you, so when you're ready, you can grab it. Your tape measure will fit in there. Yeah, it would be very cool, and you can alter it so the edges are a little higher, it's a little longer, whatever. Put a flap on it so you can cover it, whatever you want. But it's cute. There's a little kitty and there's a little dog. So every week I put out a project. And this week I'm going to pick one on here. I have my device, pick a number, and then I go find that number on my playlist. And you'll have, typically, this is the rule, you'll have 2 weeks to do that project because it is quick and easy, but we all have other things we're doing. And sometimes we just want a break to finish something quick and easy, or we have some scraps we want to use. So a quick and easy project might be small. You might be able to use scraps. So a good way to access that box of scraps you have, use some of those up instead of stuffing them into an amigurumi. Yeah, the scrunchies didn't take much. You could do that. You could do things, get things started for Christmas. Now, put them in a drawer. They'll be ready to go later when you need something. Something for Halloween later in the year, you can have that ready. You can use something to make little that big bag. You could do that small, make little bags and use them for Halloween bags, Christmas bags, birthday gifts, greeting card holders, gift card holders, because all the dimensions are on that bag is 2/3 of the distance is how high you make it. So you can do it any size once you get those dimensions. Do it as long as you want, and then just measure how much 2/3 is, and that's how high you go. That's how I figured it out. So yeah, you can make that any size you want. You can make it really big, make it small, and add a strap on it, add a hook, and you can use it for a whole bunch of different things. And so let me get going here. Let me share my screen, and we will get my list up here and have my device. Well, first, let me have my device pick a number, because that depends which screen I go to, because I say this every time, but it's very frustrating. The numbered list only goes to 200. So if she picks something higher than 200, I have to go to the other list and count from the bottom up. I don't know how to fix that. If any of you know how to fix that, let me know. So if I click on one part of the item, I get a numbered list. And if I pick on get another part, I get a list, but there's no numbers. So does anybody know any other way to do that? So I know Mimi does a lot with numbers on hers, but she only does like 70. And I know the numbered list goes up to 200. So she's never over 200. But let me have my device, which I have changed the name. It's not a female name, so it usually doesn't activate anybody else's machines. Let me see how many I have. I have 446. I did add a couple, but I also have taken some off that I was using. And I also keep a playlist for myself of things that I have made. So when I make something, I add it there. So if I ever want to remember what I made, if I ever want to make it again, if somebody asks me for it, I put it in there. Because how many things can you remember? How many things can you hold in your head? Unless you make a book, a project book, which is very possible. Some of you do. I don't. Paper is my enemy. Paper is my enemy. I can't keep that much paper around. So I use electronic filing cabinets. Those are my friends. So let me get the number. Echo, pick a number between 1 and 446.
Here's a number between 1 and 446. It's 126.
Oh, good. I can go through the front. Okay, I wrote that down because I sometimes will forget. So this one, let's go down to 126. And then I will share my screen with you and you can see it. There it is. Oh, I've been wanting to make one of these. How fun. Okay, let me get it up here and then I will show you. Ooh, how pretty. Okay. Let me get this sound off. And we shall share. That one. Okay, at the moment it is spinning. So I am waiting for it to stop spinning so I can show it to you. It is a wind spinner, and this is perfect for spring coming up. We can put these on our patios. You can add bells to it so it'll make noises when it's outside in the air and spinning. You can do it for a holiday. You can add any kind of a hanging thing onto it if you want. If you want to make something, if you want to buy something to put on it, this would be wonderful. Any colors, and you should be able to use scrap colors. I'm guessing you would want to use a 4. So it does curl. Now, why is it not working? Let me reload this because it's not cooperating. There was a problem with some of the lives yesterday. Apparently it was a YouTube problem. I thought it was a me problem. Okay, here they are. This is very cool. Look at this. They're spinning. She has a heart on it by Ashley D. Now I have to wait. Look at this. My stuff. I think I have too much stuff open. But yeah, she has her set up really cool. Looks like she does a chain and 1, 2, 3 rounds. String for a hanger, and she added some beads and a heart onto the end. Well, in my game, let me subscribe so I can link her. You can add whatever you want. If you want to do this for Christmas, if you want to do this for Halloween, if you want to do it for spring, if you don't want to crochet something at the bottom, you don't have to, but make a wind spinner. I've been wanting to do this. I've been wanting to make one. And I have reflective yarn that I can use that has pieces of, I guess it's like a reflective material woven into it. And that would be very cool because if it hangs on the patio and the lights hit it at night, it'll reflect. That would be very cool. So yeah, you can do that. And if you use an acrylic, it can be washable. So if you do put it outside and it gets a little dirty, you can wash it, soak it in a sink of suds, and that'll work. So yeah, there are others as well, but that's the one that's on my list. And some of you have done these before. During my mystery yarn challenge, some people were making these, but this is the one that I have on my list by Ashley D. I'll be linking this project. I'll be linking the playlist that all the projects are in, and then you'll have a couple weeks to complete this. So if you have some time where you're just sitting somewhere in a car waiting for a train in a doctor's office, this could be a project you could do. You could make a couple of these. They don't look too bad. It does shorten from what you're starting out with, your chain, I believe. I did watch some of these tutorials before, and as you go around, I think it shortens. So you make your chain a little longer than I think how you actually want it. But this would be very cool. You could put anything you want on the bottom of this. This would be good for your Decade Diva project that's coming up at the end of the year. You could do it in 1970s colors because this is the kind of thing that we would find in the 70s. You could put a little stained glass thing hanging off of the bottom of it, tassels. If you want to, you could string a battery operated lights on this that would light up. That would work. You could you can make this for your cat and hang it on something low so they could play with it, like on a doorknob, or under a table. That would be kind of fun. They might like that. You could put a little catnip in that heart or put something else under there. So yeah, use your imagination, use your creativity, but make a wind spinner based on this pattern. and send me a picture of it. And I should have a slideshow coming out soon from week 7 through this one, which I think is 16, maybe. No, maybe 15, 16. It's close to that, one of those, because there's some stuff coming up at the end of April that should be about week 16. So, okay. All right. Thanks for playing in my game. Thanks for watching. And I will see you soon. I have some other things I need to put up. So, all right. Thanks for coming and watching. And send me your pictures when you get these made. All righty. I gotta end this now.